What was it like playing under Pete Carroll?
Man, he's a legend. He's that guy that you go to practice. I tell people you go to practice because of Pete Carroll. You literally don't know what he's going to bring to the table. Like he would bring Snoop Dogg in. Like one day I remember, I'll never forget it. We're just sitting there and all of a sudden they say, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. And Snoop Dogg's coming with a mic and Coach Carroll pulls off his t-shirt and they're doing a chest bump. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking Snoop Dogg.
That's sick.
Right? Like that's unheard of, right? And he's got Denzel Washington, Shaquille O'Neal, Will Ferrell. They're all coming to our practices. Will Ferrell's dressing out in pads and just Coach Carroll just brought the energy. He's a player's coach.
It's like Coach Prime before Coach Prime.
Yeah, Coach Prime's the man.
I always think about Pete Carroll because I love him as a coach, but he kind of got away like when USC was going through all the trouble with like Reggie Bush. He kind of snuck out of it and went to Seattle, and they never really talked about that.
But that was smart, right?
No, he played it so well,
and
like,
he got paid.
He got paid, and they didn't say one thing about it.
Yeah.
Did you see all that going on, like with the players because they're having these guys there? And
of course, I saw. Reggie and I were great friends. I was in his wedding, but I saw Reggie driving that S500 when he was a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
And back then there was no NIL, so guys weren't getting paid.
Right.
And so obviously we knew what was going on. There's boosters that would give us nice things, and that's life. And you know what? At the end of the day, we should have got those things because now everyone's getting these things.
For sure.
Caleb Williams made $9 million his last year playing at USC. So
yeah,
at the end of the day, I tip my hat to the organization that we were part of and the 2 Heisman Trophy winners I played with. And man, it was an awesome experience. Coach Carroll's a legend, no doubt.
So you walked on and then
walked on
the team, and what you were tight end, wide receiver?
I was tight end. I was a backup tight end. I tell people I didn't belong on the field, no doubt. I was a fucking volleyball player. I never played football in my life, but I literally juiced out of my mind, and I was 250 pounds when I was playing, and I was just a monster.
You don't think there was other guys out there in the locker room that were taking juice and it was just not talked about?
Listen, we would take the sauce, but we would never take the sauce when we were playing. We would take it on the off season. Mm-hmm. So we weren't taking it during season when we were winning national championships.
Yeah.
So my argument is like, okay, what were we doing wrong? We were literally recovering our torn knees, our ACLs, and by the time season starts, when we tested negative. We weren't testing positive for steroids. Otherwise, we would have won national championships.
So how did it escalate from that to where you really got
You became the team plug pretty much, right?
Dude, I was the man. I'm not going to joke. I literally, I came from this son of a construction worker. I came from nothing, right? And I was like, how the fuck am I going to survive at USC? Everyone's got American Express black cards, Mercedes-Benz. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to just start literally pushing this stuff. And like we talked about, that pharmacy had everything, had Adderall, had Xanax. So I had these fraternity kids say, hey, Dr. O-Dog, do you have a way to keep us up for our finals? We need to study for, I'm like, I'm going to prescribe you 30 milligrams of Adderall. And I would literally go down to Tijuana and I'd buy like 1,000 Adderall for $1 a piece. And I'd come back and I'm like, okay, $10. And then they're like, dude, we can't sleep. I said, 2 milligrams of Xanax, right? Like, okay. And they're like, fuck, this guy's great, right? And so I'd go down and get the Xanax.